So I've just dropped my car off to the garage. It's a car that I've not had that long, and I don't really know much about its history, but I know that when I drive it over a certain speed, it wobbles. So I've dropped it into the garage to have the wheels balanced and tracking done. And the mechanic, wonderful, actually asked me what made me think, looking me up and down, obviously wondering how much knowledge I have on cars, what made me think that it needed rebalancing. And I don't know about cars, but I know what I feel, and I know a wobble when I feel it. And they're doing it now, and it's really noisy, obviously in the garage and by the road and everything else. And straight opposite the garage is this small patch of field with trees and a stream nearby in a really busy area. And it got me to thinking about my own balance, my own wobbles, my own physical body, and how I move forward. Before I drove to the garage, I did have a little bit of an identity crisis. You can't actually see it, but I have the most funkiest trousers on, harem trousers I think, and the most funkiest, I don't know if you can see them, but the most funkiest boots. And I'm going out into the real world, into normal life, and I'm fully aware that I don't always feel like I fit in there. Often I stand out like a sore thumb, or I go quite invisible into my own world. And for a while I nearly changed. For a while I nearly put on different clothes, and that felt, thankfully, more uncomfortable than going out as I am, which is something that's developed over the years. Having a choice of being something that I'm not, or the feeling of discomfort of being something that I feel like I should be based on my outside environment. And that has actually caused more wobbles and knocked me off more kilter than anything. And like my car, it's that someone else driving, someone else moving forward my own identity, my own physical connection and being here. Whether it's through society, whether it's through the media, whether it's through assumptions of family, friends, loved ones, that perception of how you should be. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the busyness of it, and how busy it is where I'm sat today, how busy the normal world is actually, but also the acknowledgement, like where I'm sat, and I'll show you in a moment, there is always a place of peace to be found. And for me today, that message is really coming across, that peace is actually to be found within, to be found amongst the noise of who we actually really are and what feels right for us. I wrote a piece today about there being a 1 in 400 trillion chance of being born. And I know that from midwifery. I know that many pregnancies are shorter than anticipated. I know that many pregnancies don't actually take hold. I know that the chances of actually being here, well, it's a miracle. And I start to think, what would happen if all miracles were the same? Would they still be the miracles that they are? If we are so uniquely placed and so divinely different, surely that is the miracle. To be in a world of busy energies and huge differences, and yet be at peace with ourselves in the greater scheme, the greater plan. So that's just my musings today. So hopefully my car will be sorted and fixed and back on track, because I have a study day with the horses Sunday, and I can't wait. It's been so long. They've really taught me much about the medicine of being who you are, and being in your heart, and being in the moment, and finding that peace and that strength, that connection to all that you are. So have a wonderful day. Be who you are. Find that peace, even if it is a little patch of land somewhere that you can sit, or a cup of tea, just to come back to yourself and realize that in your imperfections, in your differences, in our so-called perceived flaws, we actually fit in more than we realise. It isn't about not belonging to the world. It's about being who we are and belonging to that, and then we belong to everything. So have a lovely day. I'll turn the camera around so that you can see where I'm sat, and just enjoy being who you are. I say turn the camera around, but actually I can't, so I don't know if you can see. So on the one side, peace and calm, and on the other side, complete busyness. And isn't that just life? So merge it together by being who you are. Have a lovely day. Bye.